you look at Dougie, for example, like, I mean, that guy was a warrior for Penn and he never got a national championship. And so just to
Yeah,
be a part of,
I would say Andrew's goal was never to win a national championship. Like if you ask him about that, it was just finding the right place for him. And I think what came of that was a belief in building something that was very special and had the values that kind of spoke to Andrew. And what he said to me once was, you know, everything that you said we were going to do, we did, but I never actually thought it was going to happen
Mhm.
because at the time we just we didn't have the horses in the race. You know, we didn't have the pitching staff at the top that we talked about earlier. We had to build that, and it should be commended, and we talk about it on the show, is that I think people get driven to making the same choices over and over in their college selections. And it takes a strong-minded person to do something that's deemed out of the box, but in reality, it's not out of the box. It's a great decision for an individual, and that's what it should be, right? And what ends up happening is I feel like student athletes get pushed in one direction only because that's what our society, our small, closed society tells them to do. And I think it's actually unfair. And I think it takes a strong-willed 16, 17-year-old person to kind of stick it to the community and say, no, 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 hold on a second. This is my life. I get to do what I want. And it's actually something that really annoys me, right? Because there are amazing options for everyone. And I feel most of the time, people, let's say 70% of the time, they do pick the choice that's right for them. But there's 30%, and JP knows exactly what I'm talking about, that are going to places because other people are telling them to go there. And that's where they think that they should go, not necessarily because it's where they want to be.
Mhm.
And that happens all the time in other sports. We're just not in a big enough sport where the transfer portal is going to be is massive and people are jumping ship, because
Right.
our world is way too small where there's a stigma that's going to be attached to it if people are just jumping boom 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 and boom.
Yeah, I totally agree. I remember during my recruiting process, I talked to the UVA basketball coach, and he was telling me that when he's talking to recruits, he's always encouraging them of being like, he's like, do something different and do it because you want to. You know, don't do it because everyone else is telling you to. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And that's kind of what led me to make the decision that I did. It's just like I felt like I really wanted to go to UVA, and the idea of doing something a little bit different and something that no top American never done before was something that was exciting to me. And